Hi guys, I'm Anna. Welcome back to my channel. I'm about to get a little emotional on you guys because today I feel like a bad mom and I feel like I have screwed everything up today. It's not even noon and I already feel like I've done everything wrong that I could do in a single day. It just seems like I'm doing nothing but yelling at the kids constantly. And I know that yelling is not an effective means to get them to listen or obey, but I can't seem to stop. I just get so angry and I just want to yell at them and just make them listen, and every single thing today has been driving me crazy. I can't stand to hear them arguing. I can't stand to hear the whining and the screaming and the crying, and I'm just reacting so horribly. I'm trying to get things done. I am making sure that I'm still being self-disciplined. I'm doing the laundry, I'm cleaning the bathrooms, I'm just trying to get things done, and it just seems like the kids are getting in the way, which is like a horrible mindset to have. That should be my primary job, is to take care of the kids, but I've got other things to take care of too, and on days when I'm actually trying to get that done, it's like I don't even want the kids to be here. And I know every mom needs a break. I know I've been talking to you guys about the struggles I've had, specifically postpartum struggles, but it's like I'm over a year postpartum. I would say I'm at a healthy place in general, but that doesn't mean I don't have really hard days. And today I found myself thinking and saying to myself, like, I wish I didn't have these kids in my house. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Hearing those thoughts and even hearing myself say that out loud as I'm like furiously scrubbing the sinks is heartbreaking, because I know that I really do want these kids. I would not give up Heidi and Georgia for the world, and I know that I love having Gideon over and I love spending time with him. I know I wouldn't trade that for anything, but in that moment, in like the entire moment that was this morning, that's all I could think of was how much I didn't want them in that moment, how much I didn't want them to be around me. I didn't want to be touched by them. I couldn't be bothered by them. Frankly, I just wanted to be alone. And I took that out on them by yelling and screaming and ignoring them and doing everything I know I shouldn't be doing. And finally, it got to the point where I couldn't handle it. I picked Georgia up, put her in her crib, slammed the door like I know I shouldn't, took Heidi, sent her to her room, slammed her door, put Gideon in the pack and play, slammed that door, ran to the bathroom, slammed that door, and just collapsed on the ground in a heap. Just over it. Just done. And I realized I had been telling Heidi to just calm down. I don't want that attitude. I'd been telling Gideon to just get over it. Stop crying. You're fine. I'd even been telling Georgia, it's not that big of a deal. You're fine. Stop crying. Get over it. You're just teething. Like, I'd been telling these children that have had 3 or fewer years on this earth to understand emotions, to do a better job at handling their emotions than I was. I was expecting more of them than I was doing. And as I lay there on the floor in the bathroom, I realized that I was not even meeting the requirements that I have for my children and the expectations that I have for my children. These expectations for them to have their emotions and attitude under control are so high that not even I can meet them. Like, how dare I demand my children be in control of their frustrations and emotions and attitudes all the time when I can't do that? So I decided I'm gonna do what I tell my children to do, what I tell Heidi to do. And I laid there, and I took my deep breaths, and I just stayed there until I was calmed down. I didn't try to go get the kids while I was still upset. I didn't try to go resolve things while I was still frustrated and upset and a mess. I laid there until I was more calm, until I was thinking a little bit more clearly. And when I had finally calmed down, I got up and I went to Heidi, went into her room, and I said, Heidi, I am so sorry that I have not been being a very good mom today. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I'm sorry for not being patient with you. I'm sorry for demanding too much of you. Will you please forgive me? But that is so humbling to apologize to your child. I don't have it all figured out. Not even close. Heck, I'm only 3 years into this. But I kind of feel like I had a breakthrough today. Because I've had days like these before, and I absolutely know what causes these days. And I knew I was going to have a bad day like today. Because I didn't get enough sleep is the first thing. I told my husband after we had Georgia that sleep is the most important thing in my life, and I think it kind of offended him. It's a little bit of an exaggeration. It's not the most important thing in my life, but it is an extremely important part of my life because I know if I don't get enough sleep, I'm going to be a rage monster the next day, and that's exactly what happened. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. And then the second thing that ensures I will not have a good morning is that I didn't do my morning routine, which I have recently shared with you guys, so I will link that up here somewhere. But because I didn't sleep well, I decided when my alarm went off that there ain't no way I'm gonna be getting out of bed right now. So I slept in for like an hour and didn't get out of bed until after 6 actually. And Aaron was there getting ready for work, and I just told him, I don't want to do this today. I don't want to. Like, can I have a day off? Can I get a day off from being a mother? And the answer is no. You don't really get any days off as a mom. Even if someone takes your kids, you're still doing mom things. Like, you're still being a mom in that time when you don't have your kids. But all I wanted was a day off because I had a rough night. And then I knew I was already an hour behind on my day, much less the hours behind on sleep that I am now. So I wasn't able to do the majority of my morning routine. Just knowing that I'm already an hour behind on my day makes me frustrated. I am disappointed in myself that I didn't just get up and do it when my alarm went off. I'm frustrated that I'm not going to be able to get that time back, like an hour wasted sleeping, which isn't a waste, but it feels like it when you normally do something else. And then just the fact that I didn't get that me time, that alone time, where I can collect myself in the morning and spend time on my body and my mind and my spirit. I didn't have that time this morning, so that made me angry and also made me less prepared for the day. So all these things are compiling now, and I know this is going to happen. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the night and the morning and knowing today's going to be a rough day. So then the kids get up, and now I know that I'm going to have a bad day. I've seen all the signs coming. I feel like crap on the inside. So what should I have done in that time? I should have made a point to be as good as I can be instead of wallowing in it. And this is what I'm realizing as I'm laying down on the floor in the bathroom upstairs. I'm choosing to wallow in this frustration and anger and self-pity, whatever I'm feeling. I'm choosing to wallow in it. I'm letting my emotions rule me. I could have made the choice as soon as Gideon came in that door and my girls came down the stairs to say, I'm going to be better than that. I'm not going to let my emotions rule me. I am going to be in charge of them. I could have made the effort to fight that and tackle it instead of just saying, as I did, this is going to be a rough day. That stinks. And then just sitting there in it. Like, I have the power in me to change how my day is going, but I didn't use it. And I'm laying on the bathroom going like, what is wrong with me? Why am I choosing to give my emotions such power over my life? I didn't have to feel like a bad mom this morning. This morning did not have to end in a screaming match that ended in 4 slammed doors and 4 crying people. This morning could have gone way better if I had just been in control instead of letting my emotions control me. And I know that's like way easier said than done, especially if you're an extremely emotional person. And because I'm an emotional person, it can be really hard to stop that, as evidenced by this morning. It is hard for me to stop once the emotions start. I know I'm not alone in that. I know it's not just me who's having to fight my emotions on these tough days, on these days when I feel like an awful mom. I'm having to fight against my own emotions, and that's really frustrating. I'm giving my emotions too much power. I own them, doggone it. My emotions would be nothing without me. Like, I own you. Why am I letting you control me? So all this thought process is happening, as I'm laying on the floor in my bathroom, and then I get up and go apologize to Heidi, like I said, and I just make a point to be more aware of my emotions and to just handle them better. So they're all in bed, they're all taking naps. So I had a moment to kind of think. First, I decided I wanted to record this now while I'm feeling it and while the emotions are raw and real. I don't know when I'll post this, but I wanted to share it because like I said, I know it's not just me and I know I'm not the only one. But I had a moment to think, if I'm going to share this, I want to share it in solidarity, yes, but then maybe give some help too, and not just for you guys, but for myself. Because, like, how the heck do I fix this? How do I turn a bad day around? Because I did all my, like, motivation things that I shared in, like, my second video ever. I lit the candles, I turned on my YouTube channels that I like to listen to, I put on music at some point. I mean, I was doing my motivation things, but it wasn't turning my day around. And I realized, like I said, that it's because of my emotions and I'm letting them take too much control in my life right now. So what am I going to do to fix this next time? Like, how do you actually turn a bad day around outside of just those like little mundane things you do? This is a bad day. This is an emotionally bad day. So what do I do to change my emotions? Because as much as a warm candle makes me happy and I enjoy the scent, it's not going to take away the bitterness and frustration and anger that I'm feeling. So how do I change that? How do I take control of that and not let it own me like I'm letting it right now? And frankly, I don't have a whole lot of answers. So maybe you guys can help me out with that. What do you do when your emotions are taking control of you? And maybe this will be like my next little project, and I'll start working on this and thinking about this, and I can come back in a couple weeks and share with you guys what I've learned and what I've found out just about myself and about my emotions. But some of the things I'm thinking about right now are A, take a nap. As soon as I'm done with this video, I am hitting the couch and I'm taking a nap. Which is hard. Oh gosh. Because I have so much stuff to do. And it's not even YouTube stuff. It's not like stuff I'm putting on myself extra. Like, I'm way ahead there. It's just stuff. I have a load in the dryer right now that it's going to go off as soon as this video is done, and that needs to be folded. The house is a literal disaster, and that needs cleaned up. I need to wipe down the woodwork this week because it's dusty and gross. The fridge needs cleaned out for sure. I need to plan meals because I'm going grocery shopping this evening. I'm going to need to give Heidi a bath and clip her fingernails and wash her hair before we go to Awana tonight. I need to get out that book and make sure we've done everything in it so she's prepared for tonight. I need to remember her book and her bag and her vest that we forgot last week. I need to get myself around and looking better because I'm still wearing sweats and fuzzy socks. My hair is a mess. I was kind of hoping to wash it. I would like to work out. I haven't done my yoga yet, so I want to do that. The windows still need washed. I was supposed to do that last month. This all needs to happen. And I have like 2 hours of free time right now. So I'm stuck with a choice. I could do all those things that need to be done, which would just fuel my frustration and anger and bitterness because I'm getting all this work done around the house, doing everything for everybody else when I'm really struggling with myself. Or I could take a nap and hopefully rejuvenate those emotions that I'm really struggling with right now, but then maybe I'll wake up and just be angry with myself again that I didn't get anything done. So it's kind of like a catch-22. I definitely need a nap, and I know that, and I'm going to take one, no matter how guilty that might make me feel later. It's for me, I need one. What do I do when I wake up and I'm still faced with this mountain of things to do, and then those emotions start coming back? Hopefully, by getting more sleep, I'm a little bit more in charge of my emotions and a little bit more present. I just think sleep for me, like I said, is really important, and it gets my brain in a better place. But I have to do something else. There have to be other things I can do to get in charge of my emotions. And one of the things, as I was sitting here and I was thinking, one of the things I thought about was starting affirmations. I've seen so many women do these. I think my sister-in-law does them, and I think they're weird. I really do, and I'm sorry if you do them and that offends you, but they're weird. So I've never really done them, but I'm starting to think maybe there's something to that, you know, speak it and it will be so. Just telling myself, I am a good mom. I love my children. I make warm, delicious meals for them. I keep the house clean enough to live in. I tidy the house every night. I make sure that there are clothes that are clean and folded and put in their drawers. I am a good mom. I am a successful mom. I have discipline. I have motivation. Even as I'm saying these things right now to this dot in the camera, it's like I feel better about myself because just saying those things, it doesn't make them true, but I'm only saying things that are true. So it's making me realize that they are true by just saying them out loud. And I think some people maybe write them. So I'm interested in seeing, what if I do start affirmations? And I don't know, maybe I won't do them every day, but just like today, I know I didn't sleep well and I didn't get up in time, do my daily routine, that kind of thing. What if I take that 5 minutes right before Gideon gets here and just say those things to myself? Like, maybe that could help me. Maybe that can help me speak truth into my life, speak truth to myself and to my emotions, even if it's saying, I don't let my emotions rule me. I will not let my emotions rule me today. I will get the better of them. Again, I just feel like it sounds so silly, and I've always thought women that do them are silly, so now I think I'm silly, and it's just kind of silly. I've said that word like 8 times now. But I don't know, maybe it will help. So that's something I think I'm going to try doing. The nap, the affirmations, those should be good. And then just nourishing my spirit and my mind more. I have a spirit and I have a soul, and I know that, and I do nurture it with reading my Bible and journaling and learning about Christ and talking to him and giving my worries to him as much as I can. It's hard to let go. But are there other ways that I can nourish my soul and my spirit? Are there other ways that I can nourish these emotions so that when they do come, they are still strong, but they have a place. I have a place for them. I don't know, it's almost like exercising this muscle of controlling your emotions. So what are ways that I can strengthen my soul and my spirit and my mind to be able to control them? And I think for me, a huge part of that is going to be making sure I get that daily devotional time, but I already do that already. So maybe I need to take the next step. Maybe I need to work a little bit harder at feeding my spirit and my mind. Maybe I need to, I don't know. I mean, I have so many like really good inspirational Christian books that I could be reading, and I've started a lot and haven't gotten through them, so maybe I need to get back into that. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense because most of my life was spent in that kind of format. In school, I would exercise my brain by learning new things, and then I would read about them and I'd practice them, and then I'd write a long essay about it, and voila, I've learned something new. And I'm stronger. My brain is stronger because of what I've learned. So why not continue doing this? Literally, I'm just talking to you guys and working this out in my head as I talk. This is a completely unscripted video. So I'm starting to realize things that I can do. So I think I'm going to pull those books off my shelf one at a time and just start working through them and building up my strength by feeding my mind and my soul with healthy spiritual things, with great ideas, with truth. So similar to the affirmations, I want to fill my mind and my spirit with the truths of scripture like I do in my devotions or in more biblical based books, the truths of, I don't know, good parenting. I've got some great parenting books I want to read, the truth of God's love for me, the truth of God's design and his creation, and the beauty that is the human being. I need to be filling myself with those truths, and I think that's going to strengthen my mind because I will know them to be true, and then strengthen my soul and my spirit as well because I will feel them as truth when I have that knowledge of what creation is, who I am, how I was created, what I can do on this earth, what I can do with the situation I have. I think learning that can build the strength in my mind that I will need to deal with my emotions. This is getting a little rambly, and I really hope you're tracking with me here. This is going to be a journey for me because honestly, bad days aren't every day. We all have bad days, but I feel like I've been having more and more and more. And I made that video a while back about my postpartum depression, and the days I'm having are reminding me of that. Not like, I don't feel like I'm having a postpartum depression day, but it's almost like an echo of it. It reminds me of where I was, and I really don't want to go back there. So I think I'm going to focus on this for the next couple weeks and really trying to implement these strategies I've talked with you guys about to see if I can improve on these bad days, to see if it is possible to turn a bad day around. Right now, I'm really hoping I can because this morning was really rough and I've got an afternoon ahead of me. So I'm really hoping these will work. If you have advice for how to actually change how you're feeling and get in control of your emotions, please share it below because I really want to work on this these next couple of weeks. I want to get better at this, and then I want to share with you guys how I'm doing and kind of what I've discovered. Thank you guys for sticking with me through this. I know it was kind of rambly and I'm not really sure where I was going with this. I just felt like I needed to share. I think it's healing for me as well to share it and just to get it off my chest and to just be open and honest and let the tears fall a little bit. So thank you for putting up with that. Thank you for making it through to the end. I am really just so thankful for all of you that watch my videos. It's amazing. Anyway, if you like this video, give me that thumbs up, you know the drill. And then if you want to know how my emotional journey is going, you're gonna need to subscribe so you can get the notification when my next video comes up about it, and tap that bell icon so that notification will pop up on your phone. It'll be perfect. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm gonna go take a nap. Bye.